Hey guys, Luis Moreno here with Simply Health Insurance Agency. I got a really good question from one of my agents. It's in reference to special elections and not knowing which one to use. I'm going to answer that question. But before I do that, I need for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It's growing, guys, and I appreciate the support, but I definitely need your help to help it grow more. So share me to all your agents. Tell your agents to get on there. All right, so this is a Medicare question. Let's look at the question. Question is, hello, Luis. A client has original Medicare effective October 2023. All right. So if it started 10/23, he missed his initial election. He had 3 months after to get into a plan. So November, December, January, and we are in February. He missed it by 2 weeks. We could have got him in. He missed a 3-month enrollment period, and we want to enroll him into an MAPD plan. Which election period can I use for him? Well, he kind of gave me the answer there because he moved recently from Los Angeles. All right. So, what elections? This is a challenge for a lot of agents, guys. Is you can write somebody, but if you don't have an eligible election, you cannot get them in. Okay. So it's up to you to memorize or have resources of where you can get all of the special elections that an agent can use to enroll somebody. Well, guess what I did, guys? I created the Medicare Smart Book. Okay. So here is the Medicare Smart Book. I'm going to show it to you all. And let me get it up here. All right, here we go. So I created the Medicare Smart Book. All right. So what I used to use this when I was out in the field all the time. It's really hard to memorize everything. If you're only doing Medicare, okay, fine. But I do Medicare, I do ACA. Back in the day, I was doing regular health insurance. Now it's ACA. I do group insurance. I have a PNC agency, so we do auto, home, life, commercial, work comp. I mean, God, it is a lot of stuff. All right. So there's only so much you can retain. So what I did is I had a big binder with all kinds of stuff in there. So I started and I would carry it around with me. And this was where I would find my own answers because I would call my upline and good luck. They'd call me a week later. Hey, what do you need, Luis? I'm like, well, too late there, buddy. I already lost the deal. Hey, I needed the answer when I called you. And it happens a lot. Not with us. Okay. I answer my phone calls for our agents. So if you're with an upline that doesn't support you, you may want to consider coming over. Okay. All right. So, and by the way, that question was posted on School. That is our support and training platform. And for all of our agents, that book is in there. Just got to go get it. All right. So let's go to the title, or let's go to the table of contents. So we're going to go in here. This section here from pages 3 all the way to 21, it's kind of Medicare 101. But let's get in here under agent resources and let's go to special election. In fact, we're going to start the election periods on page 48. Okay. So it's 38. Let's go to 48. All right, 48. So here are all of the elections, okay? This is if it's a Medicare Advantage. This is the PDP. You see the elections. This is kind of a cheat sheet for elections, all right? So we can't use IEP. We can't use ICEP. So we're kind of out of luck, but you kind of go through this and figure out what your eligible elections. Now, check this out. I recently moved outside of the service area from my current plan, or I recently moved and this plan is a new option for me. That's what I would use. Okay, change in residence, SEP, change in residence. That's what I would use. That is the election that would qualify me or would qualify this person to get into a plan. Now, if they moved, I believe, I was hoping it was going to tell me here, it's either 60 or 90 days, but I'm going to go on the caution side and I'm going to say it's 60 days. But if it's 90 days and you know that, just put it in the comments and I'll make a correction here. But I do think it's moved within the last 60 days. If they pass that date, well, then they're out of luck. They missed their election. But your job, here are all the elections, but here are the most common ones. and I would have these memorized. Okay, you have IEP. Okay, you have IEP 2. You know about that one? That's if they had Medicare when they were disabled before they were 65. There's OEP. There's OEP newly eligible. Now, we can't use any of those right now because this person does not have an MAPD. OEP is a Medicare Advantage election. They must have it already. Okay. But I can use LIS. That's low income subsidy. That is the help that they get with prescription drugs. If they're on Medicaid, that's another one that I can use. Gaining, maintaining, or losing. Any one of those will qualify as an election. And we can use these elections one time a quarter every three, or we can use them one time a quarter for the first 3 quarters of the year. The last quarter, we cannot use that. Okay. We can use FEMA disaster. Okay. So there's a lot of disasters out there. If you're already set up as an agent, you get emails from the carriers letting you know what disasters are available in that area and what counties it's specific for. So if this person lived in one of those counties, then you can use that disaster. There are some assumptions on there. The biggest assumptions with disaster is due to that disaster, they missed an eligible election. So maybe they couldn't enroll in AEP because there was a fire, disaster, and they couldn't get to an agent. Okay, so remember that on disasters. You could use chronic. Okay, there's all kinds of chronic conditions. The 2 most common that I see out there that plans utilize is diabetes, and they can be on metformin or insulin, and also certain cardiovascular conditions. The other chronics, I haven't seen very much of them, so I don't know them all. But the way you're going to find out is check in your area, check the plans in your area, check for the chronic, the C-SNPs plans, and find out in the first page or 2, you're going to see what chronic conditions will qualify someone to get that plan. Okay. There's also 5-star. If you live in an area that has a 5-star plan and that plan is a good plan for that insured, then you can utilize 5-star. That gets used once a year. Chronic also gets used once a year. I think I hit most of the common ones there, but yeah, that's, you need to have these special elections ready to go, because why are you going to sit there and go through an entire presentation, get this senior ready to go, you're about to enroll them, and then you're in the middle of the application and you get to where you choose the plan and you choose the election and you're like, man, I did all this for nothing. Sometimes you can't do anything, guys. Sometimes there's not an eligible election. You're going to have to come in during AEP. Now, what I would do for those guys is scope them. Get a scope right now, scope them for AEP, put the date on there, and then you're ready to come back and see them during AEP. But sometimes that happens. Kind of know up front before you get into an application what you can do. All right. So I hope that helps you out, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And finally, down in the more, I got lots of great tools for you guys. If you want to get into the ACA market, I've got an ACA 101 course. If you want to do Facebook advertising, I got a Facebook ad course. And then also, and this is a must-have tool, guys. If you don't have a CRM, use mine. I have lots of workflows in my CRM. Okay, the one that makes me a ton of money, and I write about 10 new to Medicares every month, is this. Okay, it's turning 64 and a half. I have a workflow that notifies me of every one of my clients, my P&C clients. We have over 5,000. My ACA clients, we're at about 4,000. And all my other clients, we enter their date of birth. The system is going to know when they turn 64 and a half, and it's going to put them on my radar, and it's going to do a bunch of other things to let them know that I'm their agent. And believe me, we call. That's 616 or 600 and change new business commission. They're easy to write. New to Medicare is incredible. So definitely, if you don't have a CRM, you need one. Now, that's just one workflow. I have many, many workflows for ACA, Medicare, life, dental and vision, auto, and home. Okay, so if you need a CRM, use my link and you get all of my workflows. All right, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.